Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
Get away with this shit.
Well, let's talk about a show that seems to get dumber each time I keep like every time I come back it gets dumber. Like first I get bored and forget what happened a little bit, and then I'm trying to pay attention to it, right? But it the big moments get dumber and dumber each time I'm watching these things. Why'd this girl just stand in front of a cannon at the door? Did her body block the cannon blast or something like that?
Fucking fine. I think they all got wrecked anyway.
What'd they do? They put charges or something on the door or something? Maybe dynamite? I don't know. Something to do with gunpowder, right? This chick, if I had to guess, based on the storytelling I've seen so far, her body actually blocked the blast and saved everyone in that room. That's my guess. It's my faraway guess. I don't know. I think you could have easily like let them. If you're the Ishido, whatever his name is, Ishido guy, you could have easily okay, we'll let you go, and then fuck them up out there, away from the city, very quietly with your fucking ninja army. Instead, you just tell them, yeah, we'll let you go, and then you just kill them that night or some shit. It's like, bro. I don't know, man. It just seems tacky and stupid. Sorry, I'm not going to do some video essay about that. I don't think it's good enough to even care that much to do so much work about it. I think it's just it's. I'm not going to lie. It's actually kind of fun to watch, but it's fun to watch because of how like soap opera-y it is. It's watching Days of Our Lives, but with samurais. Like, okay, that part's fun. But do I give it credit as a quality storytelling thing? No, I don't. Sorry. If you feel that way, I got a million Marvel movies I can sell you. You can, you can go in. I got a giant catalog of Marvel movies you might enjoy. But like, yeah, I feel like an asshole saying that, but like that's the case, man. Sorry, I get people crying about my review of Godzilla, telling them about how like, no, this is just something you just turn your brain off and watch. Like, I understand, but guess what? There's better versions of turning your brain off and watching something. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's better versions of that. Of the popcorn movie, there's better versions of that. Straight up, than watching a CGI mess in front of your face. There's better versions of soap opera storytelling. We've had Game of Thrones. The ending was absolutely terrible. But the soap opera buildup, sorry, this shit gets dumped on by that show. Amongst other shows. Like Succession, very soap opera like. There's levels to this shit, man. Like the turn your brain off thing is a thing that happens with film and TV for sure, 100%. But guess what? There's levels to that too, which means you do have to do some form of thinking, anyways. God damn, man. I feel like an asshole when I say like, it's like you don't see what's wrong with this. I feel like an asshole that like, I think it's so dumb. Like you don't, you don't need anyone to explain this. If you need someone to explain it to you, like the quality problems here, like you're probably into dumb shit. Just say like, I'm into dumb shit, and move on with your life. Like I don't understand the.
I don't understand what's good about it, bro.
It's less about the quality of the show we're watching. Like this is where I'm at right now. It's less about the quality of the show we're watching, and it's more about. It seems like fans begging people to, like, no, this belongs it's some sort of like I don't know, worthy of discussion in regards to good TV shows or something like that. Like it deserves to be in the discussion. Like, where did you get this from? Like, how? It, the,
I don't know.
like, come on. How many times do you need the rattle in front of your fucking face? The girl's about to kill herself. Oh wait, plot protection happens. Okay, we can double down on this. Now she's really gonna kill herself. Or yeah, she is. She's actually gonna kill herself now by blocking a doorway that this bomb will, like, her body will somehow stop this bomb thing. Uh, God. Oh, and here's the thing: they built the episode around that. The last events we saw, the entire episode was built around that.
Yeah,
They
I
give us a
just mean,
flashback of her and her kid that I think we're just meeting him now. Maybe he was here earlier. I don't know, but it feels like we just met him. Her kid, who's actually absolutely like insignificant. So when they do this
yeah,
intro of her running through the snow, pregnant, like, oh my god, I made it all this way to save my baby. Her actual kid is not actually important to the show at all, or to her, at least in this episode. So it's like, what the fuck, man? I don't know. They're trying to fucking they're trying to blue ball you over and over again. Right? They have the scene where she's walking out and she's like, "I will go because my master deems so, or my lord deems that I must leave." And she walks out with these badass samurais, and the first samurai just murks someone, and murks two guys by himself. I'm like, "Oh shit, these guys are in trouble." And then he just gets shot with the arrow. That's it. These guys are done. Like her entourage, her security team, they're all dead now. Like, well, she's stuck here, and her only way to say it, I guess. I thought once you announce it, like you have to actually go through with it. But the Seppuku thing, whatever. Like, go on. How do you not see the? We're thank you, metric. We are in the age of oblivion. We are surrounded by dumbness, and dumbness will get away with shit. I do see some light on the horizon here. His name is Kendrick Lamar. As soon as he destroys Drake, maybe we destroy this idea of like you could just get away with shit like in front of people's faces and they just ignore it. Like maybe that goes away. Ghostwriters, like maybe like people will care about that. Like, oh shit, you're not real, bro. You're plastic. What do they say? What do the kids say? He's a plant. Maybe people will start recognizing there's plants in TV shows and movies, bro. Straight up plants. No real talent behind it. Just here to grab your dollars. You're like, some of these people are like, give me more of it. Some movies they won't care about in 5 minutes after they leave the fucking theater, or 5 minutes after they turn the show off. They won't care about the show anymore. They're moving on to something else, and it's like, you know what? That's fine, but don't claim to like care about film and art and TV and music, and don't claim to care about it. Then just say like, I'm just some weekend warrior, uh, passive viewer of these things, and I'm not actually invested. Like, oh, that's wonderful. That's fine, man. Go enjoy the Spice Girls, man. That's cool. Enjoy that shit. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm not gonna knock you for like. I just like the way it sounds. I just listen to it. Like, what are the words? I don't know the fucking words. I hear the beat. I just start bobbing my head to it. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But don't start trying to be fucking YouTube movie reviewer or YouTube TV reviewer or YouTube music reviewer and pretend like, well, the meta statements in this movie, like, where? Well, the CGI that moved this way, like, what kind of, like, shut up. You're already in fuckboy territory. Stop. Like, don't care. Just don't care about the topic. Like, don't get mad at people for caring about the topic. That's probably the better point there. don't get mad at people who actually do care about the content that's popping up in front of their faces. Just be like, oh, well, I don't care that much, so I don't need to hear this guy ranting about it. Let me go watch the Flintstones or some shit, whatever the fuck you're into. Go watch your cartoons or something. And but don't do rallies and Zack Snyder cut, release the Snyder cut. Don't do shit like that, man. Just stay out of it. You don't care about this thing anyways. Go read comic books, man. What the fuck? Am I going too far? Maybe, but I think people need to hear it. Just don't care about it. Move on to something else. You're seeing something I'm not seeing, and let me know about it. But most times, people don't. You don't let me know what I'm missing out on. You just say, "Oh, boring voice." Okay. What's to do with the show, man? Nothing, but I hope you feel bad. What? Are you some fucking weirdo, man? This is the world we live in. I accept it. Do you want to say anything, Anthony? This, I'm over the hill about it is what it is. I'll see you next. I'll see you next week for next week's episode. The shocking conclusion of a mediocre show. You can't get mad about me calling it mediocre, right? There's no one that can get mad about that, right? There's no way they call this greatness, right, Anthony? There's no way, right? But I mean, the defense of mediocrity is actually insane. Not every movie has to be meaningful. It's well, no, it doesn't. But do we call it great? It's what's wrong with me saying that? Maybe it's not that good. No, you're taking things too seriously. Well, then how do we judge it as good or bad? Some things you just need to be able to turn your brain off for. Then why would I call it good then? I still would it'll sound like an insult if I describe it the way these people describe it to me. This is something you just turn your brain off and you stare at. Stare at the CGI monsters on screen beating the shit out of each other. You just stare at it. There's no real meaning to it. It's you literally turn you off. You turn yourself off in order to watch this movie or watch this TV show. If I said it that way, you'd be like, you're insulting it. Maybe people like that. It's what? It's good for them, man. Whatever. All right, there's my review of episode 9 of season 1, episode 9 of Shogun. What a great show. We're on a good track here.